Hello and welcome to another edition of Get Outside St. Tammany. I'm your host, Davis Brister. This is, of course, a show dedicated to all things outdoors in St. Tammany Parish. And what better thing to do than actually go outdoors for this episode? We are at the beautiful Fontainebleau State Park where we will conduct this month's episode. And welcome back. We're still here at beautiful Fontainebleau State Park. We've moved a little bit and we've got a guest from the park. His name is Fouad Harb and you are the park manager.
So.
And I figured why not start in talking about how wonderful this park is with the scenery we have behind us, which is going to be one of your nature trails. So this is one of a million things you can do out here, but I guess maybe start with the trails you have to offer and we'll go from there.
You are right. The park is like thousands of acres of fun. So the trails is just one of the features. It's over 6 miles of trails. There are different access points to those trails that are used for, biking, for running, for walking. They are located between those beautiful trees, pine trees, oak trees, really, really beautiful, and they connect in different areas of the park, a loop. You can enjoy seeing a lot of nature in them, not just the trees, but also wildlife, deer, turtles, eagles during the fall. As the weather gets more beautiful and nice, we start seeing eagles, owls also we see. So it's deer. We really enjoy those deer also. They start now, the babies coming from the woods, and it's very beautiful.
And not only do individuals go back there, my Cub Scout has been here. It's a way you can bring groups in to learn, isn't it?
That is correct. So there are a lot of groups that come or do kind of, there are like tours. Also we have our interpretive ranger. During the weekend he takes tours and help the public to be more familiar with the different plants and species that we have here around. There are a lot of groups that do races in the trail. Some of them are just walk or run or at your comfort and what you like. Some of them even with your pets. So there is a lot of different enjoyable activities with the trails.
And there's many more activities other than the trails. What are some other general day use, weekend use activities that people enjoy out here?
We also have a boardwalk over the marsh that is really unique and beautiful. You can see alligators at times. There is also unique for fishing. We have on the beach, sunset is really unique. It's really beautiful over the lake, sunset. You see in the evening a lot of people just moving from the campground and different area of the park just to the beach. The beach is also sand beach, open to the public, swimming and other activities there. We have a splash pad for kids that don't want to be in the lake water but wants to enjoy the water and the summer. We also have the fishing pier, which is great for scenery, but also for fishing. There is playgrounds for kids, so there are picnic areas, pavilions for events, like for groups, like from birthdays or different events, or just somebody come in and just want to sit down and relax and have a picnic at the park. We also have a campground that ranges from primitive sites, tent sites, to improved sites with electricity and water, to premium RV sites too. We have cabins that are really, really also unique. It's over the water, technically over the water they are, and we have 12 of them. Those cabins can have up to 8 people at a time actually. We have a lodge that is a old building, historic building. We have a couple of group camps that are used for different functions. We have from weddings to family reunions to other events like school groups to church groups coming and using them. Choirs. I can't name the functions that are really used
Basically, if you have a group, you belong out here in some form of fashion, right?
That is right. Whether you're coming for the day or really you want to take a few days to rest or you want to do more extended stay, it's unique.
The thing we were talking about earlier and watching is when you think of state parks, you do think of weekend use or holiday. But this is a Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and there are people out here enjoying the splash pad and the beach and so on and so forth, the pier. So this is a park for all seasons and all times, isn't it?
It does, and it does offer a lot. That is one of the reasons we get visitors from local to the area around, to national, to really international groups. In fact, earlier on today, I was coordinating with a group, an event that will be here tomorrow, where the artists that will be involved are coming from England. So it is actually the busiest state park in Louisiana, and as I said, it's thousands of fun, and there is a lot of unique things to enjoy at the park. Speaking of events, late October on the 28th, the park guests, like the campers, put little Halloween event, and they decorate and they just kind of freestyle, do things what they like, and comes up beautiful. It is open to the public and everyone can come and enjoy it, and it's like from 5 till 8 p.m. A lot of people come enjoy it. On Saturday, October 28th.
Got it. So the Saturday before Halloween, and so our viewers will have a full month to prepare through the month of October for that. Really unique. What are some other events? We were talking about races that have been out here that happen regularly. What are some other events that the park hosts throughout various times of the year?
There are really a lot of events that are different, and like many companies, for example, they do their employees appreciation days. One thing I did not mention is our meeting room. The visitor center that we have is really unique, and I mentioned our interpretive ranger facilitates during the weekend different interpretive activities like primitive woodwork, the trails work, the education about the sugar mill, which is another unique feature in the park, that historic aspect of the North Shore and the park itself, where the ruins of the sugar mill is a big attraction. We get a lot of scene shooting for movies or other events, whether it's music videos or different projects. So really I can spend a lot of time.
You stay busy.
That is very correct. It's what I enjoy to do, and we enjoy being a part of this park and the guests. That's the unique experience, meeting people from all over the place, getting to know them, and being happy that they are enjoying the park. That's what we're here for.
Anything else you would like the public to know? I know we could cover a lot of ground over a long period of time, but if you had one or two little more nuggets to share, what would it be for people to know?
One of the things we're working on is strengthening community partnership. The park being in the North Shore, in the great community in Mandeville, by Lacombe, Slidell, Abita Springs. It's a great community that we are very happy to be located here, but we also want to strengthen and work and reach more to our community partners to get their feedback, to see what we can do together to meet the needs of the public and their unique experience, and also the area.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You do a wonderful job. It's a beautiful place, and we're happy to have it here in St. Tammany Parish.
It is my pleasure. Thank you all for coming.
And thank you for joining us again on this edition of Get Outside St. Tammany. Wherever you're going, Fontainebleau State Park or anywhere, make sure it's outside, and we'll see you next time.